Okay, so now it's time to actually set up your software. So what you're going to do is go back into your VPS, and then once you're here, you're going to go ahead and close out of the open charts. Okay, now if you need any help with this step, then feel free to reach out to the person who shared this page with you, and they can help you. But it's really actually pretty simple. So after closing out of all the charts, what you're going to do is you're going to right click here and you're going to click on hide all. That should get rid of all the currency pairs. Then what you're going to do is actually add the currency pairs that you want to use. For almost all situations, we recommend using these pairs. And this example is with KOT, so we're going to actually use the Pro pairs. They have the lowest spreads, and it's most ideal for what we're trying to do here. So once you type in the pair, you're just going to click Enter. There it is, Euro USD Pro. The next pair is USD JPY.Pro. And then the last pair is Euro JPY.Pro. So all these pairs play off of each other. Usually when one is in profit, the other two are in negative. And when those two are in profit, the other one's in negative. So it creates a currency ring, and that's why it's called TradeRinger. It's a really powerful risk management setup. So that's what you'll do with that. And then the next thing you're going to do is right-click on the actual currency pair and click Chart Window. So that's going to go ahead and open the chart. First thing I do is I change it to Daily Chart. And then I'm going to click on Expert Advisors. And then I'm going to drag TradeRinger onto the chart. Just like that. Okay, this is the most recent version of TradeRinger, so that's good. Then on the Common tab, I'm going to click Allow Live Trading, Allow Modification of Signal Settings, Allow DLL Imports. Then I'm going to go to Inputs, and this is where I'm going to make the actual settings. Now, these settings are just the settings that I prefer. I like to run conservative settings. Some people run more conservative than this, but I've been having really good success with these settings. So what I like to do is turn on all the days. And again, there's going to be more videos in the markethackerstraining.com that you can watch to learn more about settings and really find the best settings for you based on your risk tolerance. But for me, I like conservative settings. Like I said, there's some that are more conservative than this, but this has been working really well for me. So I actually keep the news off. When you turn that on, it'll actually trigger a news filter. Whenever there's high impact news, it'll turn your software off. But I leave the news filter off personally. I set my weekly goal to 5%. Equity protection, I set it to 100%. That's the reason why I do that is because I understand how the software works. And so even if it starts going into more and more drawdown, I know that the market always comes back, and I don't want it to stop me out of trades, close me out of trades in a loss before it has a chance to swing back. And my settings are conservative enough where I shouldn't get in a position where it actually comes close to that. For my lot size, I always like to use 0.01 per thousand. Range between levels, 21. Max number of levels, I use 9. Range multiplier, I use 1.15. And then position size multiplier, I'll use 1.35. Okay, and then I'm going to press OK. Now the next thing it's going to do is prompt me to log into my economy account. So I'm going to enter the email that I used when I signed up. If you don't remember it, you can just go to your economy account, click on account, click on profile, and then you can copy and paste that email address. And then for the password, it's just the same password used to log into economy. I'm going to, since it's just an example, I'm just going to exit out of this, and it's going to give me a red box error, meaning that it's not connected, which is okay. This is just demonstration. You'll see that this is a frowny face. That's because my auto trading is off. I'm not going to turn it on quite yet. All I'm going to do is actually save this as a template so that when I open up the other two charts on the other two currency pairs, it'll copy and paste my settings automatically. So make sure that I've selected this chart. Then I'm just going to click on here where it says templates. I'm going to click Save Template. You can save this to anything. I'm going to choose default as my template. Save. And then what I'm going to do is when I open up these other charts, it's going to automatically, again, I'm going to ignore this, it's going to automatically open up the other charts, and it should have copy and pasted my settings. Yep, exactly. Perfect. Then to see all three of the charts at once, I'm just going to click on this Auto Arrange Windows button so there's no overlapping tiles. And there we have it. The last step is going to be to actually turn on auto trading. So I'll go ahead and do that. And again, these should be blue colored, not red. The reason why is because I'm running my account on a live account currently, and so I don't want to take it off of that for this demonstration. But yours should appear blue as long as you've entered your account number correctly in your back office under the Manage License section. And yeah, it should appear blue, and you should be all good to go. Now remember, the market is open from Monday to Friday. Actually, Sunday night to Friday. Sunday it opens at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and Friday it closes at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're wondering, you turn on auto trading and you don't see any trades here in the trade tab that are opened, it could be that the market's closed. So just make sure that you've checked for that. But auto trading, as long as that's on, then you should be trading and you should be good to go. Again, if you have any questions up to this point, or during this process, feel free to reach out to the person who shared this page with you. They'll be more than happy to help answer any questions that you have. And so that's it for now.